kinda adore you, but don't get too proud. You're like my favorite snack, I won't say it out loud. I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of weird that I got. Your songs are in my head, it's on repeat. The awkward dance I do.
Hello, everyone, and happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. Welcome to the Trouble Stream. Our streak continues because, unfortunately, we knew ahead of time that Stieg and Devasia were not going to be here because they're celebrating the holidays with their family. Devasia's off with her family. She's jet setting, and Stieg is out in the middle of nowhere. And also, I do believe they celebrate Christmas, like, actually on Christmas Eve. So I do have two assistants here with me. They're getting paid time and a half. He keeps trying to eat the treats out of my pocket because he's a little thief. And Bunny is below here. Anyway, also I'm wearing a fun little Grinchy sweater. So we're trying to get in the spirit. I'm not feeling particularly Christmassy, but yeah. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Let me know how you're doing, what you're going to be working on today. We'll probably do a couple of sprints. We'll probably do a couple of sprints because unfortunately, my father has to work today. So he's in the office, so we can't get officially Christmased up yet in our household. And we stay home for Christmas, have since we were kids. Me and my brother were kids. So it's going to be a very chill Christmas, and I'm attempting to have a very chill stream. So I'm probably going to be trying to catch up on stuff. I'm woefully behind on literally everything in my life. I have to do my nails. I'll be doing Christmassy nails. So I'll show you those periodically throughout the stream. And I might do some writing. I haven't done a ton of writing in the last couple of days because I was struck down by like the most horrendous migraine to ever migraine. That's not true. Honestly, it wasn't even the worst one I had this year. But it was still not great for a couple of days. And then I finally took the medication that I have for it, like the final line of defense medication before I go to like really heavy hitters. And it's Benadryl, essentially. And it completely knocks me out. So anyway, I'm very behind on everything, but who cares? You know, I'm at a point where I don't care. I don't know what this dog is doing. Who knows? Who even knows? Let's say hello to our friends. Hi, Kakihime, and we have Amari's joining us. Yay! I'm so happy to see you. How are you doing? How's Vlogmas? Is it Vlogmas or vetted? I think it's just vetted. I think you're still posting a video after Christmas every single day. Iconic behavior. Love to do iconic shit. I love it. I'm having a great time watching. I've fallen behind on all the videos. What, ma'am? What is this dog doing? What are you doing? You want to show yourself to the people? Give people a little Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy holidays from Bunny. Our bunny girl. She's like, shut the hell up, woman, and give me the treats that are nowhere in your pocket. You can't have them yet. You can get them during the sprint. You know that. Yeah. You have to actually put in the work here. Yeah. You both have done your job. Actually, you've both done your job. You've shown your faces on camera. I'll give you a little treat. Hi, Mullen. Hi, Susan. Hi, Kelly. Here, Bill. There we go. They got time and a half. They got extra treats today, so this looks like they're... I always separate like this little chicken stick thing and give it to them. But they got extras because they get time and a half because it is a holiday. Merry Christmas Eve, Emily. Yes. Katie is back. Katie, yes. I don't think she ever left. Can't wait to make her a character in my future pro fantasy. I would be honored and delighted. Hi, Wendy. Yes, the most adorable little thief. He's now staring at me like, what do you want, woman? You've given me what I wanted. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. My mom got me. Me and my mom have matching ones, so we're matching for the Christmas vibes. Happy holidays to celebrate. Exactly, Lisa. Right back at you. Hope you're doing well. I've got an hour until we leave for New Jersey, so I can actually attend the stream for the first time since September. I love it. This dog is so cute. She's a ridiculous dog, but I love her. Hi, LM. How you doing? It's my first day of doing nothing at all. Just chill, family, X-Men vibes tonight, and I'm so happy. I've been so tired. And it gave me time to make my writing ear wrapped video and post it. I did see that because I went to your channel to pull up our timer. And excuse me. Oh, Lord. Allergic to something. And was very excited. Let's see. Lisa says, I'm okay, having a bit of a stomach issue, trying to figure out what I want to get done today and prep for Christmas stuff. So true. So true. 100%. Well, that's what the stream is here for us today. Hi, Lavender. Hello, hello, hello. He is an adorable treat thief. He is. He's also such a pickpocket. If I'm wearing like joggers or something, also there is, I'm literally just, you could do anything to this dog and she would love it. She's just so, she just wants you to pet her always. So that's my current task. Yeah, if you're wearing like sweatpants or something, he will shove his nose in there and steal. Good morning, Jessica. Merry Christmas Eve. I'm sure Christmas is very, hopefully, maybe, I don't know actually. Christmas might be exciting in your household if you celebrate because of your little one. Oh, and you set up this year's upcoming challenge and goals, which is like a lot of hours of work. You got a couple hours here, Lisa, and you can always rewatch. Although I think you and Alice do a lot of sister prints in the writing room, which is cool and fun to see. Hi, Lizzie. But all migraines suck. They do. They do. Bunny girl doing cute limbs. Yep, she's now chewing a toy, so she's excited. Yeah, there are more vlogs, videos to come. I'm going to film my top reads at the year video today. For some reason, there's yard work happening down the street, so that's annoying. Why? Yeah, why is there yard work happening on Christmas Eve? Although we're not getting a white Christmas. I don't know where y'all are, but, well, I know where Mars is, but geographically we're in the same state, but far apart. So I don't know if you have white Christmas. We do not. All of our snow's gone. It's currently 35 degrees, so even if it did rain, there's no chance of it. No chance of it. Hi, baby. Mar says, I've got 5 more videos to film plus a vlog I'm in the middle of, so home stretch for sure. Hell yeah. You're crushing it. You're absolutely doing incredible. I'm so proud. I love it. Love seeing them. I've been here in so long, bro. Yeah. I know. We got some, you know, that's why I like doing the little Christmassy holiday streams, because I feel like we get to see a lot of people who are off work, who used to come, can't come anymore, and such. So I'm always happy to see you, Lisa. Even if you haven't been here for a while, I do think about you often. I think about all of you guys often. Also, notice, announcement, town crier, heralding to you. Next week is accountability. We don't have it today. But we will have it next week, which is the massive, big, huge one, because next week, a week from today, is New Year's Eve. So it's not only the end of Q4, it's also, you know, the end of the year, and then obviously the end of December. So get ready. 60 degrees in Colorado is, in fact, ridiculous. What the hell? How is the vroom vroom romance going? Great question. Great question. Not the most, like, fine in terms of, like, well, that's a lie. That's a lie. I was like, fine in terms of, like, me writing it, but I haven't written it in several days. Most of that is because of migraine, but also because, yeah, I have reached the point in the novel. Sir, stop trying to dig around my ass. There's no more treats in my pocket. You ate them all. I gave them all to you. It's mostly not going extremely well because I already can see all of the places that I need to fix things. And, you know, we're also at the part of the books where, you know, I'm not in the fun bit where the fun bit is, writing the romance and the build up and, all the fun sex scenes and such. And I'm now, showing the cracks in the relationship that they are forming, but haven't like fully talked about. And so, I'm writing kind of some sad bits or, more argumenty stuff, and they're not saying all the things they should be saying. And, just like one of those things where you're like, just kiss and be happy, but you can't be happy yet because we still have 40,000 words left, right? So, it's fine. It's going fine, essentially, is the TLDR. I don't think I'm going to get it done before the end of the year. But we'll see after Christmas, because I'm taking tomorrow off, and then I'll take another day off. I take more than that. I don't know. I've realized just how tired I am. Oh, anyway. Let's continue. It snowed last week pretty well. Spinning wheel of death. Hello, are we back? Okay. I think we're back. I think we're good. Hopefully. But yeah, we're not getting a white Christmas, sadly. Melanie needs to work on my newsletter and also the finances for 2026. I also need to work on my newsletter. I've got a lot to say. So, but I'll probably do that next week. It's true. Guilty as charged. I do in fact spirit with Alice all the time, and I love it. I love it so much. What the hell are you two doing? I don't know what this dog's doing. Oh, ew, not accountability. Hear ye, accountability. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to figure out that bit too. Hello, Grayson. 0 chance I'm hitting my word count goal. That's fine. That's fine. What is your word count goal? How close are you to it? / like, have you adjusted your goal to still be proud of the work you've done? Can we swap accountability next year for write one thing you're proud of doing this month? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if swap completely, but we could add that as a section. We could probably add time to it actually, but put that in the quarterly, because we have the quarterly goals. I just stole that toy from her and decided to come and hide and hoard it like a dragon. Okay, Bunny. Well, you lost the toy. You lost out, Bunny. Sorry, Bun. And don't worry. She has like 6 toys around her. She just wants the bone that he has. Anyway, this is interesting. I've started, so I'll come back and consider it. See if we can add that maybe. Boo, just make them get and be happy. No need for all the rest. Yeah, who needs stakes? Who needs anything in a romance novel? They just yeah, totally. Hi, Fadina. Hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Fadina. How are you doing? Jessica hit my goal yesterday. So anything I write after is a bonus. Awesome. I love that, Jessica. I'm so proud. No white Christmas over here either. Just very cold rain. Oh, that's the worst. Snowed for Kagehime. There we go. Hi, Lynn. How you doing? You've written so much, Katie. That's an accomplishment. That is true. I've written a lot. I have also debuted this year, so I'm very proud of this year. So I'm trying to think about that instead, not beat myself up too much. But I was like, I want to finish this book. And I've also reached the point where I'm just like, I'm close enough to the end that I know the end is within eyesight, but it's still too far for me to do in a couple of days. I know I have a couple weeks, 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half worth of work to do to write the rest of the book. So yeah, it's just reached that point where it's I'm in the end game, but now I'm it still feels really far away from me. So that's why I think the kind of stuff's coming, but we'll see what happens. I'm not giving up is the point. goal was 30K. I might get to 20. Hey, 20 is still quite a lot, especially because you have a mortal job of teaching the children, you know? So 20K is still pretty good. It's actually not pretty good. It's really good. Oh yeah, I will not be hitting my goal. I don't think I can write 28 chapters in a week. Womp. Oh, fair. So fair. Ooh, goal update. I've decided to continue some of my goals instead of being like, I failed, next goal, which feels like growth. I love that, Lisa. I agree. Also, to return back to this, Wendy, how many chapters do you think you could get done? And like in the next, week, set a different goal so you can still maybe hit a goal. Or if you don't want to do that, if you're just like, I'm just going to chug along and move along, maybe do that. Ooh, thanks for mentioning a newsletter. I need to schedule a post, and I'll be journaling about the plot of book 2, which is 60% drafted, but I'm having an existential crisis. Oh no, LM. Tell us all about it. Tell us all about it. Let us troubleshoot you. This was supposed to be a Sprints and Chop Doc. Also, I forgot to mention, I believe Wallace has a migraine. So as a sympathetic migraine haver myself, I didn't call her. I did message in the group chat, which she did not see. So I'm just going to assume that she's sleeping off the migraine because she was traveling. And so if you're wondering where Wallissimo was, it was supposed to be a Wallissimo. It's supposed to be a gratitude stream. So I guess we could maybe be grateful after the sprint. That's why I like novellas. The downside is that I hit a spicy scene every 4K on average. I mean, that's been my book. That's been my book. It's every couple of thousand I get a spicy scene, which I think that's probably why I'm not dreading, but like struggling a little bit with kickstarting and going, because I don't think we're going to have another spicy scene until the very end. December 1 me was Delulu. The end of the semester always sucks. So true. But sometimes you just got to be delusional, that's how you get anywhere. Stormy and rainy over here, but at least it's 60 degrees. That's true, Lavender. That's nice, at least. And I love the rain. I do love the rain and storms and stuff. Yeah, it's sunny here. Sunny and blue skies and the 35. So I think I'd take your weather, Lavender. Are we going to do January this year? I mean, yes, in terms of like, I'll be running a spreadsheet, much like I do every month. But I don't have any plans to do anything super concrete, like specifically January, like a thing that I run as like an event. There will be lots of streams in January because I'm going to be editing book 2 in January. Also finishing the rooms, hopefully. But maybe I'll be done by then. Delusion. I just talking about delusion. I'll be delusional. So yeah, nothing officially like specifically run as January, but I'll try to be doing more streams in January. I meant to have more streams this month, but it just got away from me. It got fully away from me. Everything's slipped out of my fingers. So reset in the new year. Boo, migraine, I know. I was fighting one off yesterday. The penguins were doing nothing. Then I had a 9 p.m. cup of tea and suddenly I was cured. Hey, I love to hear it. Love it. Obsessed. Love when something random hits. Also my 5K training plan starts today. I forgot. But that's exciting. I'm building my disabled body up like it's up. So like mid 2027 is the goal. Running. Oh, I love that, Lisa. What are you starting with today? How much are you doing today? If you want to talk about it. Oh, okay. So I had a vague outline for an 8-book series, but I started adding more details. Book 2 ended up adding 2 more badass female characters, and I'm debating if they need their own books too. They probably do. LM. Just saying. Yeah. I guess it depends on what you could always like outline those books and have them in the back of your mind, know where you want to go with those. It's like you kind of have the shining idea written down at least. Yeah. This is a great question, Fadina. I'm going to come back to this in a second. I'm just going to get through the rest of the comments, then I'll come back and answer fully. I just like don't want everyone to be waiting and stuff because this is I'm probably going to ramble about it. With family here and my ADHD cooperates 3, maybe more realistically 2. Most realistically, I finished the one I'm on. There you go. It's the end of the year, the end of the yeet. I don't want to be grateful. I want to be proud of myself instead. Like I'm grateful for me vibes. I like that. Yeah, you can be grateful for all the things you've accomplished. And you can also be, I like that. Be proud of it. 100%. No, this month lasted literally 2 days. 100, yeah, literally. Like from like Thanksgiving to now feels like 5 seconds. I knew this was being delusional when I saw I had 1 chapter a day was needed to hit the goal, but I didn't know my focus would tank as hard as it did. I really think that also happened to me. A very similar situation. I think it's just the holidays coming up and such happening. It's a word that grates me for some reason. It's like thanking some external mysterious force for things that have happened to me when really I'm the one making things happen. I always see gratefulness as more like trying to appreciate what you've done. Like I like grateful, like, and everyone can use their own different words. And I think we use proud and grateful very similarly. I just think for me, at least, I use grateful as a way of appreciating all of the things that I've done and being or all the things that I've done and all the things that are in my life and just like noticing the small details. I'm not saying I'm great. Like I'm grateful, that I have found the community that I have. Like, yeah, it was really crazy that I found this community. Like how it happened is crazy. And I'm grateful for how we've all fostered it. Which that's not a nebulous thing. I think we've all worked in our own ways to create the community that we want to be in. So that's why I like the word grateful, but I also understand why it also probably has some, other, things going on as well. And I know you don't mean to be like, fuck all you guys who like grateful as a word. I understand that. But yeah, I think proud's a perfectly valid way to go about it. I think pride is often demonized too much. We can be proud of ourselves as long, Yeah, anyway. Lisa got laryngitis at the end of November and I still can't talk right or hear right. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lisa. Hi, Keiko. Merry Christmas, Keiko. How you doing? I still like the idea of telling how many drafts. It's so true. Survived Christmas retail. Congratulations, Keiko. Here, hold on. Oh, there's no one here to stop me. Yeah! Hell yeah. But also Christmas retail. No one can stop me. And the best part of this plan is no one can stop me. Oh. I really thought we'd get into a sprint quick because I'm myself, but I'm a yapper. So yeah, 10 book series sounds good to me. We are starting small with like 2 minutes and eventually building up to 90. I would love to be faster, but realistically, this would allow me to complete it at least, 1 million trillion %. Like start small and achievable and like hitting those very small goals and building them up and having that hit of dopamine every time you hit those small goals helps you going in the long run as you ramp up. I just realized I didn't pack up the gifts I'm bringing like I meant to last night, so I guess I know my task for when we sprint. Well, I can half pack the gifts. I can't really pack all the ice cream I got for everyone. Yeah, fair enough. That's you can't do that. I think so. I had ideas for the series to follow the same quintuple, but now I'm wondering if I should give the new characters books in the series, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, you can have like your main thread. It depends on how interconnected the other books are and like how they interact like within the timeline, which could it could go either way. They could go, sequentially where each book has its own specific timeline and they don't overlap, or they do overlap, which it's I hear it's difficult, but not impossible. Lavender says, I was originally going to try to get the modules for my class done by the end of the year. Then hubris hit, and I thought I could do the whole thing. That's not going to happen, but I'm close. Hey, at least you're there. At least you're almost there. Laughing emoji. Yeah, maybe it's the need to get some ownership over those accomplishments. Not say I can't be grateful too, but I'd rather recognize my active achievements this year. Yeah, I think that's 100%. You know, I love that. I love that as a concept as well. Yeah. Well done, Mullen. You really have done a ton this year and been so incredibly inspiring to me personally. Watching your video series on you writing all of Rules of Survival, like, changed my brain chemistry, man. I absolutely love it. And of course, you made all these beautiful timers. Oh my God, last year I was working at Nordstrom. Thank goodness you're not. You've made it out. You made it out. I also use gratitude for things I can actually control. Proud of myself, but grateful for the things that go well when they could easily have not gone well, that kind of thing. That's true. Everything changes. Like, I'm grateful for this community existing, can't control that one, but proud of me for participating in it in order to make some writing experience, if that makes sense. Yeah, they go hand in hand. Yeah, totally. Very eloquently and elegantly put. Definitely here for recognizing our achievements. Exactly. I don't worry about goals for the next few days. I just want to sleep and eat after the past 2 weeks. And you know what, Keiko? I hope you have a great time to just do whatever the fuck you want and just relax and let all of the cortisol and adrenaline get out of you. Hi, Solo Kite Ann. I have you muted because I'm at work, but I want to pop in and say hi. I love you and Merry Christmas. I love you as well, Jod, my bestie. I also want to sleep. I get it. Yeah. I was gonna say, friend, if you're only, we don't do shame on accountability. You know, that's true. We could do that. I do want to highlight. Yeah, we could do a proud achievements or like what you're proud of. No shame. Yeah. Merry Crisis. Happy Chrysler. Exactly. Okay, reached the bottom of the comments. So I'm going to come back to this. Fadina, you've been waiting very patiently. Thank you so much for that. At what point did you decide to retire querying the Wrath King and switch to backhanded compliments? I'm losing faith in querying my own book 1. So I guess to tell you the truth, I only queried the Wrath King. I only sent out about 10 to 15 queries. I think maybe 12 to 15, something like that. I can't remember exactly, and I did not document it very well. So I did not give the Wrath King the greatest shot in the book in the world. It was my first time querying, essentially, and I was hubristic. I think there was a part of me that believed I would be a unicorn on my first try. I very much so was not. And actually, you know, I did get one partial request out of those like 12 to 15. 12 to 15, sorry, I just saw this. Probably pop out during the spring, so Merry Christmas, and thanks for streaming today, Katie. Always, there was always a troublemaker here on Wednesday. Merry Christmas, Kelly. Let me pop this up again. So I did not, I recognize looking back that I did not give the Wrath King its proper chance to potentially get me an agent. Looking back on it, as someone who has successfully queried, I was right in shelving the Wrath King because I did not know how to properly find the niche that would have sold the book. And what I mean by that is I did not have a very strong like hook of like how this would fit within the market. I just knew it was grimdark fantasy. You know, and honestly, looking back at the Wrath King, even if I had gotten an agent, I think the book would have died on sub, because and I'm not saying to write to trends, but the trend has been charting away from what oh my God, my computer is going to die. LOL. That's hilarious. 6%. Hold this thought. It'd be really helpful to have a co-host right now. Apologies for the technical difficulties. LOL. Of course, this is the one time that I forget. Just like, this is the one day I can't have my computer die. Bun. Bun. What are you doing, Bun? Just give me. Okay. There we go. There we go. Anyway, so the reason I decided to shelve the Wrath King is because I knew there was work that had to be done to it. I think there was like a subconscious, I couldn't really quite find the words to say it to myself or to anyone else, but there were definitely ways that I could have made it more marketable. And at that point in my life, I was not interested in that. So I put the Wrath King down in, what year was that? 2021? No. Whatever. I put the Wrath King down and decided I was going to work on a more marketable fantasy. Going back to one of my original ideas, the first book I ever tried to write, I thought I could make it more marketable for what I thought it was. And so I went and I decided to work on that. And basically there was no passion because I was really trying to write to market, and that was not the way to go. Honestly, genuinely, it was not the way to go. So at the end of January in, I think 22, I think it was 22. Was it 22? I think it was 22. End of January 2022. I was like burnt out on writing. Had no passion, and I've always loved the soulmate trope. And so I started actually writing a fanfic as a palate cleanser. And yeah, I had Miranda read it. I read it to a bunch of you if you were on that stream. And basically they were like, Miranda especially was like, this is really good. You should pursue this because it's marketable, it's fresh, it's interesting, it's cool. And it was really, really, really wild, like how well it was going to fit into the market. Like we found out about challengers later. I basically went into querying. It still took me over a year to query it. It was 2022. I started querying it in September of 22. And then by September of 23, I was going to give up on the book. I had done it for a year. I think I had sent over 60 queries. I'd really given it a good push. And I was ready to retire it when my current agent, Trinica, reached out to me and was like, hey, is this still available? And I was like, sure is. Here you go. And yeah, so basically that's how it happened. So even backhanded compliments, I gave it like kind of a deadline of a year where I was really going to push it. So it was less about, really believing that this was the right book or that it would happen. It was more for me knowing, I was like, okay, I've written this book. I know it's good. I know it could possibly sell. I know it could possibly find me an agent if I find someone who connects with my writing. Because back in October of 23, I was then going to work on Be Gay, Self, Crime, Drink Blood, which I thought was my other really marketable idea that I was finally ready to look at again and work on. So ultimately, the retiring of the Wrath King was a decision based on my own fear of it not working, of not wanting to compromise my artistic vision to make it work within the market. So that's why I just stopped querying Wrath King. And then I actually was going to stop querying backhanded compliments because I basically queried everyone. And I'd reached a year and it was like, okay, I still have a bunch of bulls out that I'll just ride out until, the end of time. Basically, I was like, I don't care if they're still there. And then lo and behold, someone came through. Someone cared about my story and such. So, yeah. So I think there's two ways you can go. Those two ways. That's basically how I made my decision. I see we have lots of comments. Mullen says, I can 100% see this being an issue. I don't know how I'd sell demons in the current market, either chat or even self-pub, which is why I think I have to shelve it for now. I think that is super key when you go into querying, knowing how you're going to, you know, make those videos of like short, snappy, selling your book. That I do think is really key. And if you don't, because here's the thing, like, there are, like, do I believe there is a readership for the Wrath King? Absolutely. I think there are people who would absolutely love it, because I wrote the Wrath King as everything I love, and I can't be the only person who wants all these things in the book, and who enjoys it so much. It's just whether it will be found, and you can't really control that. You know, even a book that got is as snappy and as backhanded compliments is difficult to sell for a variety of reasons. You know, so they're really, you have to be ready to put in the marketing work in it. And, you know, querying is not for the faint of heart. And yeah, I think even even in self-pub, if you're like, I don't have the, you know, capacity at the moment to figure out where this sits, you could just put it on the shelf. And it doesn't have to be indefinite either. It's not a death sentence for the book either. I think what is also contributing is people people expect women to write romantasy, contemporary, etc. And all then these books then go from middle grade or YA and grimdark and such as being more male author thing. I only know of one female German author who writes high fantasy that is not romantasy and not middle grade. Yeah, this is definitely a huge thing. And it's not impossible. I mean, I think there's a lot of books recently that I think Wrath King could fall into a similar demographic and find a similar demographic. But as a first book, as a debut, likely not. So yeah. I have 3 whips finished, different stages of polish, all standalones. And I'm like, should I just let them all out in society at once, like the Benedict sisters? I also love that metaphor. I mean, you put out 3 times the queries. Well, I guess it depends. Are they all in the same genre? Because you can't query with multiple manuscripts to agents. Is the thing, like, because you know, I think it'd be interesting to try to juggle that. But you'd also have 3 times as much heartbreak and rejection, because rejection is going to come, basically. I feel like Demons is an evergreen book. I think it would slap in any market wave. I love that expression, but I'm struggling to see on the market at the moment. I already queried a lot without any results. I need to pause and focus on other books. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's hard to know. It's hard to know. Yeah, I'd have to look into more of the trends. Jiren J. Zhao have made a short about this. I think how they automatically get put in YA. Yep. There's definitely a viewership for the Wrath King, and that is me. Forever the Wrath King's #1 fan, which really does warm my heart. Yeah, makes me proud. I am proud of the Wrath King. I'm proud of, if I hadn't written the Wrath King, a lot of things wouldn't have happened. Yeah. I queried for 18 months. I knew it was time to quit. Yeah. I mean, I think if you're asking the question, Fadina, I think you might already know the answer. Usually if you ask me the question, you already know the answer. It also depends on your stats, how much feedback you're getting, what kind of feedback you're getting, if the feedback resonates, and if you're getting lots of fulls or partials. Even with even with the great query stats I have relatively decent stats comparatively to other. Woman, what are you doing? Comparatively to other query tracker members. What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Bunny, Bunny, you have a bone. What? You want me to pay attention to you and stop talking? I know, Bunny. I've been live for 40 minutes and not run a sprint. Almost. Yeah. I've been debating querying a new god at some point, but I also feel like it's not a marketable book right now, which is fine. But I also don't think it needs to be where it is just yet. That's also true. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I guess my question to you, Jessica, and this is different for everybody, is why would you want to query it instead of self-publishing? I don't know how I market anything. I'm not good at it all. You guys see my social media? I'm bad at doing it for fun. I can't imagine doing this marketing. Time and practice, baby. Time and practice. And even then, I still don't get it right. Just showing up for it, honestly, is the best way. I wouldn't mind getting to a point of Sylvia Moreno Garcia, who got other books published, then later in her career published her first one, which wasn't for me, but I think it was a hit. Yeah, Leigh Bardugo talks about this. Ninth House is the book of her dreams, of her fantasy, of her heart. And it was rejected a lot. She wrote Shadow and Bone, and then, 10, 15 years later, she published Ninth House. Before I decided to indie publish, I hated it when you would send to literary presses who wouldn't accept simultaneous submissions, and you couldn't send to work any other published at the time. Oh yeah, exclusive submission. Yeah, that's tough. I have not experienced that, but oof. Have y'all seen the video? They're starting to get 100 rejected 1,000 times. She just keeps applying for things with thought she'll be rejected. Most of the times it happens, but not all. But in doing, she's getting accepted for a lot of things, like getting a Dutch passport and being an extra in a movie and random things like that. Really proves it's a numbers game. A firm believer in the concept of making them say no. Yep. I'm playing Minecraft. I was like, where's the zombie? Rejection therapy is quite effective. Exposure to rejection. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think, yeah, it's difficult, but you will get told no a lot of times and things will be rejected, and it's hard to manage, but you just got to get used to it. And literary agents don't owe you anything. I've always maintained that. It's actually caused not quite a stir, but there was several comments. I made a video of like, what I would say. Anyway, it was like, shit, I wish I knew about querying before I started or something. It's still up on my channel. You can watch it if you want. Where it's advice that I would give to myself before querying. And one of the things I said was, literary agents don't owe you anything. This is a business. And even though it is a creative endeavor and artistically, and you need to hold on to that part of it, it's still a business, and agents don't make money rejecting you. So you're not owed anything. It's nice that they do often give you that. And honestly, I see every rejection as them taking the time to at least give you a chance to like at least let you in the room, even if it's just for a form rejection. So I'm a big believer in that. I wasn't always that way. That's why the Wrath King did not. I didn't query the Wrath King very much because I was very afraid of rejection. And I kind of got over it. And now I'm a published author by my book. Anyway, I haven't seen that, but sounds amazing, and honestly a good way to go about life if you think about it. So true. I'm a very good duck. Things roll right off my back. I love that, Susan. Yeah, water off a duck's back. Okay, we've reached the end of the comments. I've yapped for 40 minutes. Should we just go? Should we just leave? No. We are going to do a sprint. Yeah, so hopefully that was in some way helpful, Adina. It was nice to talk about. So if anyone else has any other topics or questions for moi, feel free to ask. It's just us today. Yeah, a typical trouble stream, sure thing. I've really enjoyed it. I always love talking about it. Yeah, that's part of what I miss about YouTube is actually discussing things within a video format. But we just have to do it here. All right. You're very welcome, Fadina. Love you. And all the luck. You got this, truly. As long as you don't give up. You're killing it. Yeah. We got you. We've all been here. We've all been there. Truly. All right. We're going to do a 40-minute sprint. with this lovely Christmas timer that Stieg doesn't like, but I don't care. He's not here. Yeah, just some chitty chat there. I can't. Okay, there's a coffee mug in front of where I'm trying to see. Who put that there? Who left that on set? It was me all along. Oh, really quickly, I probably have to dip before this burns over, so I'll just say thanks for chatting. It's been lovely to see you all again. I can hopefully I can attend more streams in the new year. It is lovely as always to see you, Mars. We love you endlessly. And Merry Christmas. You're very welcome, LM. We will do our best to help. That's what the community is for. Yes, adjustments to the Christmas bubble. Okay, for realsies, we're starting now. There we go. That was the end of our first sprint. Let me know how you did while I pull up our next timer. Let me see. I'm going to try not to yap for 40 minutes this time. No promises. Pull up a jaw timer next. Because I know she has a bunch of festive, Christmassy ones that I really enjoy. My mom and I made cookies yesterday, so we're going to do the cookie timer next. But first, tell me. Oh no, hello. I unfortunately have no one here to tell me if I'm underwater. Am I here? Okay. Hopefully. Anyway, I was just yapping about the timer that I was picking. Okay, slay. We're back. I love it. But yes, definitely tell me because I have no one to tell me. No one is scared of me. We did have a Steak join us in the chat, but he's going to Christmas dinner. I wrote for that sprint. I also reread what I'd written because it's been several days since I've looked at this document. I wrote 327 words, and I finished the chapter that I was on. Just breaking people's hearts here, baby. Just breaking the heart. My voice is breaking up, and I am also breaking my character's heart. Poor boy. But yeah, we're having fun. Let's see how our friends did. Let's see. Yes. Hello and happy holidays, you filthy animals. Yes. I do believe Steak's probably gone to Christmas dinner. So, but lovely to see him pop in nonetheless. Hubby just told me that The Last Christmas by Wham is the most iconic Christmas song. And you know what? I see it. I mean, what does your hubby mean by iconic? Because I think I would argue, for me personally, that an older classic Christmas song would probably be more iconic than Last Christmas. Because Last Christmas as a song is like not super about Christmas. Like it is in terms of like they're using it as a way of like talking about gifting someone your heart. And I love that song. Don't get me wrong. I love Wham and I love George Michael. But what is his criteria? What is his rubric for iconic? And also everyone else, what's your most iconic Christmas song? Yeah. I mostly just journal about things I like about my plot so far, things I could possibly take out, and things I need to add, but no decisions have been made. Hey, as long as you're thinking about it, that's all of that is writing. And well done. Jessica ate food and talked to hubby about how I'm going to be bathing the cat in a couple hours. He's stinky from wearing the cone. Oh, is he used to that? Is he going to like scream and cry and yell and scratch and stuff? Is this going to be a harrowing experience, Jessica? Lisa taken some pills and worked on a personal thing. Awesome. Well done. Emily read the first 30 pages of Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. Very sweet so far. I've heard good things about that one. So I'm glad you're enjoying. Kakihime got 68 words. Susan got 1,014. Absolutely amazing. Incredible work, people. I did most of my newsletter. I just need to find a movie to recommend this month, but I've mostly watched TV shows. Resorting to Christmas movies, perhaps. There you go. My favorite Christmas movie, which is also objectively not super Christmas movie, but like is tangentially Christmas, is It's a Wonderful Life. Love that one. It is an old movie from the 40s, but warms my cold, dead heart. And I love Jimmy Stewart. So, slay. We back. I did my PT, called to get my transmission fluid changed, and started lighting up my village in my car. Oh, love Last Christmas. Yeah, love it too. Most is a little crazy. Also, hi, Miranda. Yeah, a little. Yeah, I don't know if I'd exactly call it like the most iconic, but like it is iconic. It's perfect because it's not a Christmas song. Yeah, so I don't know if I could call it the most iconic Christmas song. That's why he finds it iconic. He feels like it's more inclusive while also being catchy about 40 plus years later. Yeah, I just don't think I agree, but I'm not going to fight your husband. I love that song. It's on our Christmas playlist. Um, I'm a rocking around the Christmas tree, jingle bell rock kind of girly, personally. Grayson got 483 words in Project Faye. Amazing. Oh, I love It's a Wonderful Life. Okay, great. Oh, I love It's a Wonderful Life. Yes. In my opinion, that's a Christmas movie. Yeah, I mean, we watched it at Christmas. Definitely a Christmas movie. Yeah, it ends at Christmas. Like, so much of the movie doesn't really take place during Christmas. But like the end part and like the spirit is supposed to be the spirit of Christmas, like being grateful and knowing your impact on other people. I love it. I'm going proper Hallmark, low quality, but good fun vibes. Fair enough. Yeah, we don't want to watch a ton of Hallmark Christmas movies. We don't watch a ton of Christmas movies in general. We have 3 Christmas movies. It's a Wonderful Life, The Christmas Story, which we watch actually today because they run it on TV for 24 hours. Christmas Story, so we're gonna watch that tonight, and The Grinch, the original, This Grinch, which is this even a Christmas movie? It's like 30 minutes, but that's what makes it iconic to me. Unpacking presents. I got a mystery package from a family member. Ooh, how fun. Lighting up a village sounded like arson at first. Yeah, exactly. I was like, wow. While You're Sleeping is the one that I love for Christmas, even though it takes place after Christmas. There we go. A fan of The Family Stone. Oh, I don't know this one. Family Stone. Oh, maybe I haven't seen this, but I've seen the cover. Oh, that kind of looks fun, early 2000s Christmas rom-com dramedy. Fun. My absolute favorite Christmas movie is The Holiday. Jack Black should be in more rom-coms, and I will die on that hill. I'll agree with you, Emily. I agree. I don't think I've ever seen The Holiday, though. Favorite Christmas movie is White Christmas, which I'll be watching tonight. Also, incredible. The Grinch is 30 minutes. I think so. It's like not very long, like objectively not very long. As like the original Grinch, obviously the one with Jim Carrey is like 2 hours, I think, or an hour and a half or whatever, like actual movie length. But the original was not that long. We watch it every year. My mom taped it this year, even though we own like 6 copies. My mom watched Hallmark Christmas movies nonstop after Cancer Story. Now she hates them. That's like my mom always tells the story about how my aunt, her sister, hates donuts because she worked in a donut shop. So like even the smell of donuts makes her sick because she worked there for so long and she hated it. So definitely understand this one. I'm definitely team Die Hard as a Christmas movie, but also love a more classic Love Actually, The Holiday, and Home Alone for annual rewatches. I also like Die Hard is totally a Christmas movie. 100%. 100%. Also Love Actually. Obviously, I love Love Actually. I don't actually I don't love Love Actually. I really enjoy Love Actually as a concept. However, there are definitely some stories that are not as strong, I think you could say, and suffer for the format. Love it as a concept, not necessarily executed in this way that I would like. Because some stories are just more interesting than others. Yep. Hi, Lydia. Merry Christmas Eve. How you doing? So true, Emily. Oh my God, love The Holiday. Gotta watch it. Okay, well, I've seen. Is it the one that's really long? Is The Holiday the one that's really long? Oh, it's 2 hours and 11 minutes. Okay, that's not that long. Oh, it's a Nancy Meyers film. Okay, yeah, that's right. Very specific aesthetic, very specific vibe. Where can I watch this? The fuck is Philo? Who are you? The fuck is Philo? As a streaming, I have never heard of this streaming service. That's dumb. Whatever. I'll find it later. Okay. For some reason, there's a video There's a video somewhere of one of my favorite YouTubers who watches a Christmas movie that's like titled like The Holiday or like something about the holiday. And I always think it's the holiday. And maybe it is actually the holiday. But like in the video, like it's him and one of his friends. Hey, is it Daniel J. Layton who made that video? Anyway, a YouTuber I watched a movie, and one of the things they complained about was how it was too long. And maybe it wasn't actually the holiday, but it was a different one. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's why I think about it. I think you'd love it. Okay. Maybe I'll watch it today. If I can figure out what the fuck philo is, besides being a doe. Hallmark movies require a specific mood and mindset. Yeah, I've just not been in the Hallmark mood. Our family watches Home Alone every Christmas Eve, so that's what we'll be doing later. Oh, I love it. Home Alone is a fun one. So many Christmas movies I love that are both good and bad, but I can't remember them all half the time. Exactly. I like literally don't know. Okay, everyone is telling me I gotta watch The Holiday. I saw a guy on TikTok who gets stopped and asked, "What are you listening to?" And he was just like Colin Firth and goes, "I'm actually watching you." That's so good. That's so funny. That's iconic. That's an iconic reference. Holiday is great. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Group watch The Holiday. Jude Law is so hot in The Holiday. Okay. Well, I did have a crush on Jude Law when I was a child because he was in the Sherlock Holmes movie as Watson with Robert Downey Jr. I was obsessed with those movies, even though I think they're objectively bad. It's been a while since I've seen them. So I'm a Little Women 1994 Christmas girly myself. I don't think I've seen that version. I've seen the new one. Yeah. Yeah, I just really haven't been watching very much outside of like just having Drag Race on in the background. Watching a lot of Drag Race. And by watching, I mean just like having it on and sleeping through most of the seasons. But The Holiday is on my list for today. Home Alone 2 is comedy gold. I love it. My mom and I also sometimes watch the Christmas editions or Christmas episodes, or episodes that just happen to be during Christmas, of our favorite British mysteries, like Midsummer Murder. I think there's a Inspector Lewis episode that takes place near Christmas or around Christmas or is Christmas themed. So my mom and I will typically watch those. We also love to watch the Holiday Baking Championship. Is anyone else watching it? Don't spoil it if you are. We have one episode left. It's the finale. So that's what I'm going to be watching as well today. So guess I'm not getting any more work done, after we finish here, because I'm just going to be watching stuff, which is how it should be, how it should be theoretically. But for a workaholic, never know. Home Alone 2 is comedy gold. My hot take is Home Alone 2 is actually better than Home Alone 1. Funnier for sure. I don't think I have watched them enough to differentiate them. I think they're just kind of smushed in my brain. But they are quite fun. I do love a good Home Alone vibe. Such a funny time. Okay, my darlings. I think it's time for one more sprint. And then I'm going to leave because I am so tired. But yeah, we're going to do one more sprint. I'm going to push through, get some work done. There we go. I made Christmas cookies with my mother yesterday. We made snickerdoodles and my grandmother's recipe called chocolate drop, which are the best cookies on the planet. And I did force my mother to make the chocolate drop ones because they only taste absolutely unreal. Like they're deliciously wonderful when you make them yourself. But when someone else makes them, they have that special magic. So yeah, so that's why I picked this one, because we made cookies yesterday and the cookies were fun. My friend left our Thanksgiving Day party because my in-laws were watching Home Alone 2 because she didn't want to see even 2 seconds of Trump that are in that movie. You know what? Valid of her. Valid. So valid. Might disappear during to get my Christmas Eve champagne and dinner, but thank you for the sprints. Lovely to see you, Mullen. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hey. Okay. We're not doing 50 minutes. This one doesn't have a fun. Oh my God. So true, Lydia. Someone get on that stat. Yeah, honestly, that's so valid. All right. And on that pleasant note, Happy Christmas, everyone. 40 minutes. Good luck. All right, that's the end of our second sprint. Let me know how you did and what you got accomplished in that sprint. Might do another sprint, might not. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I, for that sprint, wrote, or I'm up to 946 words. I think I wrote 618 during that sprint. And I probably would have gotten slightly more, but I just went on a rabbit hole trying to find the perfume that I wanted to find. Does it matter? No, but it's what I did. So, yeah. So just did some more writing. We're up to 71,000, almost 72,000 words in this draft. So pushing along. Getting very close to the all is lost, I guess. Getting very close to the third act breakup, which is not really a breakup. It is really more of a dramatic moment. Very dramatic. Sorry, just thinking about it. Yeah. Let's see. Wendy says, I made all the dough for cookies yesterday, and today I need to actually bake them all. And next year, I really need to not wait until the last 2 days to get it all done. Fair assessment, my friend. What cookies did you make? LM says might be a good idea to make a mind map for the midpoint, then the end of Act 2 and for Act 3. What do you like to do with your mind map? What do you include? I'm very curious. What your mind map entails. Grayson says, got to my favorite part of Project Bay that aligns with Crazier by Taylor Swift, dancing in the square with your crush. Oh, I'm so excited. Please tell me you're going to share that in the newsletter, which hopefully you're writing a newsletter before the end of the year, Grayson. Speaking of newsletters, Malin has sent hers and is now going to dinner. So we did lose a Malin. She's definitely not here anymore because that was 20 minutes ago. Yes, happy Christmas. Jessica spent the sprint picking out jewelry I'm going to wear tomorrow, all my grandma's jewelry. Oh, and then trying to find a pendant I have for my grandma that is pretty and I have info on. Newsflash, I could not find the exact necklace, but I did find one close to the jeweler's website. I love it. Amazing. That's absolutely... I would love to see your jewelry if you want to post it in like the crafting or the winter section. I love jewelry. I do feel like these journaling sprints have helped me figure out what the issues I have with my plot are, though. Oh, I love it. Yes. Slay. I love a journaling sprint. You're killing it, LM. You're untangling all those threads. He says, I'm just doing my personal thing, and it's taking forever. I'm sorry. Hopefully you can get it done soon. I don't know how long it'll take, but hopefully you can get it done. 591 words for Grayson. Excellent. Lydia is at 600 words for the day across 4 total projects because my brain hates me. Totally fair, Lydia. Sometimes days are like that. Susan is got 1,194 words. You are totally going to get to 20K, my friend. You are, how close are you? You got to be close. Like, that's incredible. You are crushing it every sprint. Emily did some more good spirits reading, definitely helping me get in the holiday spirit. I love it. Wendy got 349 words. You're crushing it, Katie. Thank you, Jessica. I am trying my best. I'm pushing through despite how I know all of the stuff needs to be foreshadowed better and like built up better. It's fun. Grayson is up to 44K in the second draft. That's awesome. Thank you. Yep. So many words written since November 8th. A moment of crisis. Yes, a moment of crisis. Hi, Elaine. Ho. How are you doing? Need advice. Should I get a fancy mechanical keyboard? Yes, absolutely. Although Grayson may influence you, mayhaps get a carpal tunnel one as a preventative measure. I will always and forever recommend the carpal tunnel like keyboard. Oh, I just clicked that. But yes, get a mechanical keyboard. Get one that lights up. Like, romanticize your writing time. I love it. Fatina spent the print watching Pope Leo live Christmas broadcast speech in Italian. Do I understand? No. Is it better than English? Yes. That's iconic, Fatina. That's iconic. Lavender called the hell out of my watch later, part of my digital declutter, and started watching through the things I've left. Currently, the timeless Tony Storm, where I am a feud Toxic Yuri extravaganza. I'm always here for Toxic Yuri. Always here for that. But I have no idea who these people are. But if it's Toxic Yuri, I'm here for it. Also, well done on your digital declutter. I know Wallace would be proud. I'm proud as well, but Wallace is specifically our declutter queen. I put the theme in the middle and the branches leading to the events and embody that theme. Not sure if we're doing the same thing I do for plot. The last one I made was before I started drafting. We were studying mind maps in 7th grade ELA class I help in, and I got to teach that lesson. It was fun. Oh, I love it. That is, I have some foam board I might use for these new mind maps using sticky notes and maybe washi tape. This sounds incredible, LM. If you can, I would love for you to post photos of what you end up doing, because this is such a fascinating process that, like, I'm so intrigued by. I'm only at 12K. I'm at 12K currently. Okay, 20K is possible. We'll see. You're crushing it, Susan. You're just like full speed ahead, full send. Hello, Bethany, just hopping on. I don't know how long you're here, but I'm going to work on a character. Very nice. It's okay, Katie. You'll layer it in the next draft. I know. Which will probably be February. Maybe. I don't know. We're not thinking about it too hard. Okay? Nope, we're not thinking about it. Can't think that far in advance. I love my mechanical keyboard, says Wendy. So yet another one of saying that. Hi, JK. Good to see you. Great question. I think we might do one more sprint just to get us to the 3-hour mark. Yeah, y'all. I am the energy is fading, even if I didn't have a whole ton of it. Anyway, so I think we'll do one more sprint. But yes, hold please. Let me. Someone tag me here. Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh my God, these are beautiful, Jessica. Oh my God, the jewelry is so stunning. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Sorry, I went to grab my Discord link. These are so stunning, Jessica. Absolutely incredible. I'm obsessed. I love old jewelry. Here's the Discord link. It should work. Let me know if it doesn't. Also, if there's any lurkers here in the chat who want to join our Discord, it's all the usual rules apply. Don't be a dick. Have fun. And yeah, all the places are pretty self-explanatory, but we do have a what is it even called? Information desk that Mismo wrote a bajillion years ago, but still holds true of all of the ways to use the Discord. If you're confused on anything, yeah, so we're usually open. The only reason we don't have this publicly available is because we do try to keep it slightly more, a slight more barrier, like a little bit of a barrier to entry, just because we don't want any randoms coming in. We, like people who, if you hang out at the streams, you're not a random. You are a part of our troublemaker community, whether you use Discord or not. But yeah, so we just try to keep it just like a fraction more of a barrier to entry. But that's just for, making sure we don't have any people coming in here and disrespecting our community. Like we had that one person who was trying to make their book club. And then when we mentioned, actual books within our community, they were like, oh, you don't have enough subscribers. Do you remember that? Does anyone remember that? Anyway, yeah. Let's see. Lavender says it's pro wrestling stuff. Short version is Tony Storm went Sunset Boulevard and Mariah May went single white female. Fascinating stuff. Cool. You know, I'm fascinated. I hope you enjoy your video. I hope you enjoy your video. Oh, always love it. Yes, okay, we will remember the way that's where my mind went when you said disrespect. Yeah. When they insulted Martha, literally, like truly, like that's you know, yet with I still randomly sometimes post about the streams um on my Instagram and stuff. So we sometimes get stragglers or strangers popping in and hanging out with us, which is totally great if they enjoy the vibes and stuff. Um, but just people can't use it for promo, self promo that isn't, that is insulting. That was so crazy. And they want to promote us for some money. Yeah, literally. They were like, you can join and pay money to me to promote your book on this book club that I'm just starting. Like it was banana pants. And we were like, oh, this is like kind of fun. Like we were like playing like, vibing with it and like, being the supportive community that we are. And then they just were really disrespectful. So, and it was really great how we all rallied together to basically bully that person out of the Discord. Yeah, it was iconic. It was an iconic moment. Thank you. I came home with multiple jewelry boxes of my grandma things and wasn't even 1/10 of her jewelry. She sounds like my kind of woman. I love a lot of jewelry. That's honestly awesome. I love it. Especially when you can like be passed down like that. Incredible. Yeah, we love strangers. We don't love like rude people. Exactly. Like we're really great. We're really great to newcomers. Like at least I feel like we are. We're very welcoming. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I think we're okay. I think we're great. We did give them a chance. We gave them a fair shake, I think so, at least. We're such a great supportive community. And that's what I love about us. Not to toot our own horns, but I am grateful. Yeah, and then they showed their true colors. Exactly, Wendy. Exactly. Let me pull another timer for us. Let's do this festive Yule timer. It is not less, it's, Yule inspired because it also, we're still, we just had the longest night of the year of the season, the solstice, on the 21st. So, we're doing, this. LM says, I felt very welcome since day one. That's definitely the most supportive and welcoming in our community I found. And I'm so thankful that you are here, LM. We love having you. We love having everyone. And I'm so glad that we are a supportive community because that's really all I wanted when I started my channel almost 6 years ago. Crazy. Banana pants. All right. Well, the supportive community needs to write more books. So we're going to do this festive Yuletide one, which is really pretty. I love all of like this mulled cider situation with like these cranberries and anise and cinnamon situation. Looks great. So yeah, we're gonna do just a 30-minute sprint to wrap up this stream, and then we'll be off to do festive things, hopefully. Good luck. right, that's the end of our sprint. I just want to finish one sentence that I was working on. Okay. For that sprint, I don't know how many words I wrote specifically that sprint, but I am over 1,426 for the day. So this was a super successful stream. So yeah, doing well. I decided, I'm just gonna be indulgent. Okay. I love being indulgent with myself. And will these descriptions stay? Probably not. Who knows? Who cares at this point? I don't care. But yeah, I'm just describing one of the characters who actually will be a main character in theoretical book 2. So having fun describing him and giving a little peek into what his trauma is. Not like specifically his trauma, like the effect it has on him, but the thing that he has, something he was involved in. So just writing that and having a fun time, mostly to avoid writing the thing that I actually have to write, the purpose of this entire scene. Yeah, so, but we'll be getting into that. But yeah, let's see how our friends did. Thank you, Lydia. We love the vibes here. We love having you guys join us. You guys are part of the vibes and part of the community as well, making it what it is. Judd, friends, yes. Are you, has your boss left? Can you listen to us at full volume now? Susan wrote a bit more to finish the scene. 2,373 for the day, and I have no brain cells left. You are crushing it. Yes, I love it. I'm absolutely so proud of you, Susan. Like you're getting there. I love it. Bethany finished 2 characters and the other 2 are not revealing anything, so I guess I'll figure it out as I go. And that is honestly sometimes how it is. That's sometimes how it goes. That's just the way writing is. That's why I love planned pantsing. Lainey got 489 words and put 2 trays of sweet potatoes in the oven. That sounds delicious. I'm actually starving now that I'm thinking about it. Wendy got 246 that time writing a spicy scene. Wendy. Ugh, I'm jealous, Wendy. So jealous, Wendy. Oh, Jod is at home. I left at noon to start working on dinner for tonight. Awesome. What are you going to have? I think I know you've told us before, but give us the menu. If we have time. Might just have to be living on a cliffhanger. Because I gotta go lay in bed. Y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I am struggling to have my energy. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me and the Troublemakers today. Our streak continues. We have been streaming for 5 years straight, and that streak continues this Wednesday every single week. We've done a stream. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Next week will be accountability and also New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. So we'll get to talk about goals and, intentions for next year. Sorry, just distracted by I'm rusting right in BJ's, y'all. Send it, Sporex. Well, I could, but all of them are fan fiction. So anyway, I think if there's any that I've read, if there's any that I've read recently, I really have not read very much fiction recently. I've been reading a lot of nonfiction, and there's no biblically accurate BJs in any of the nonfiction I've been reading. Thank God. Anyway, let's see. This is the menu: ham, brisket, mashed potatoes, cheese ball, and a cheesy board thing. That sounds incredible. I love it. Yes. Thank you all for the holidays. Happy holidays. I hope you all have such a lovely time and get to rest and relax and um, trying to have a sentimental end. And here we are just, talking about fan fiction and biblically accurate BJs. Wouldn't be a kitty stream without it. 2 in a row. Yes. See you next week. Yes. Next week's going to be accountability. And I hope you all have just an incredible holiday and get to spend it with your family and or friends or even just by yourself. And love you all so much. And thank you for being here. And I will see you next week. Where's my outro? Bye. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Illy.
I'm done with you.